In this video, we're going to look at changing the subject of the formula when we have to do some factorising. So you'll see when you have to do factorising is whatever you want to change the subject to be, it'll have more than one term. So for instance, in this first question here, we have a 2x here and a px, so 2x terms. So the first thing I need to do is move the x terms to one side. And then once you've done that, move the other terms to the other side, then factorise. So the first question, I already have the x's on one side and the other terms on the other side. So I just factorise. So I can take an x out of those first two terms. So take my x out, and that would leave me with 2 minus p, and that's obviously equal to d. So now I've got x, only one x, but it's been multiplied by 2 minus p, so I'm going to have to divide everything by 2 minus p to get x on its own. So if I do that, well, that means on the left-hand side, the 2 minus p's cancel. So I'm left with x is equal to d over 2 minus p. Right, next one. Well, I've got cx equals ex plus 3k. So I need to get the x's onto one side. So let's do that. The x terms onto one side. So that's going to leave me with cx minus ex is equal to 3k. I can now factorise and take an x out. So that leaves me with just one x. And now I can divide by c minus e to remove that from the x side. And that leaves me with x is equal to 3k over c minus e. Last one here, f equals x plus a all over x. Well, I need to get that x off the bottom first. Okay, don't like fractions, so let's remove those when we can. So on the left-hand side, I'm going to have fx, and on the right-hand side, x plus a. Now I must get all the x terms onto one side, so I'm going to take away x to get all the x terms on the left-hand side. So I'm going to get f of x minus x is equal to a. Well, now I'm going to factorise, take an x out of both sides, so it's going to be x is equal to f minus 1. Remember there is a minus 1 just here, is equal to a. And then again, let's divide everything by that bracket, f minus 1. Remember to do it to both sides. Okay, let's give myself a little bit more space. If you do that, f minus 1's cancel on the left-hand side, I'm left with x. And the right-hand side is a over f minus 1. So x equals a over f minus 1 is my answer.